your credit score holding you back from purchasing a home? GC Credit Coaches is a repair company that's made easy. Their goal is to challenge and remove all negative errors that hurt your credit score. On average, GC clients see about 10.2 negative items removed over 4 months. Start improving your credit score today with a simple 2-minute online enrollment for a free consultation and a complete credit audit. GC Credit Coaches offers competitive monthly pricing, no contracts, no hidden fees, and the service stops once you are satisfied. GC Credit Coaches removes inquiries, collections, charge-off bankruptcies, and repossessions. Don't forget to visit gccreditcoaches.com.
Attention contractors, remodelers, and homeowners. Is your renovation becoming a pain in the glass? Here at Glass Vegas, we take care of all of your glass needs. From a broken window to custom shower doors, mirrors, wine enclosures, storefronts, railings, and much more. We can even help you with new or replacement thermally broken windows. We're a full-service, woman-owned glass company that provides unparalleled workmanship, excellent communication, and great customer service. Glass Vegas. We do glass with class.
Hi Chakits, I have been following you and watching your YouTube channel for years.
I have decided to finally relocate to Las Vegas and want to start a new chapter in my life. I know you're the perfect realtor to help guide me to find my next dream home. I am looking for a modern kitchen, large backyard with a pool and a golf course community.
My name is Chakits Krulsawat with Simply Vegas, a licensed real estate agent out here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I help buyers like this all the time, so if you're looking for a licensed professional, give us a call at 702-319-1092 or visit lvhomeexperts.com. Buying a home starts here.
Welcome to Closets Las Vegas, the city's premier custom closet and storage company. We provide complete storage solutions for all price ranges and projects, backed by our 20 years of experience. Whether it's a closet, pantry, garage storage, floor coatings, entertainment center, laundry room, home office, custom bookcases, and window coverings, Closets Las Vegas will give you the look and feel you want in your home. Please contact me, Pat, for your free consultation, and don't forget to ask about 0% financing for 18 months. I look forward to working with you.
Does your house look like and have you been considering remodeling your home for some time now? Well, if you love real estate like I do and appreciate the attention to detail in the craftsmanship required to build a remodel or a gorgeous home, then I got the perfect company for you. Guys, I highly recommend Design Zone Remodeling. They are a stellar company that will turn your outdated home into your own personal sanctuary. They specialize in bathroom remodels, kitchen remodels, and full house remodels. Design Zone Remodeling has a reputation for excellent workmanship, competitive fees, and being able to offer a wide range of services and deliver the outstanding results to their clients. I use Design Zone Remodeling on my personal properties. Give Design Zone Remodeling a call today at 725-223-0871 or visit their website at designzoneremodeling.com to request a free consultation today.
All right, and welcome back to the LV Home Experts Podcast. This is where we talk about real estate and financing every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So today I got a good friend and also a special guest. You guys may see him on YouTube, and I'm just going to jump right into it. My man, and what's going on, dude?
What's up, Chakits? Thanks for inviting me onto your podcast. Dude, your intro is amazing.
You think so? You're just saying that because we're friends?
No, I love it.
Really?
Yeah. If I was your friend, I'll tell you it looks like shit. It really did. That's a good friend.
That's a really good friend, actually. So, haven't seen you for a while. I know last time I seen you was we probably did a couple skits together. Was that the last time? Like
Pretty much.
No. It was Shoreline. I'm sorry.
Yes, we saw some Lake Las Vegas home tours together.
Yeah, and those were the multi-million-dollar homes, like right off the shoreline, right?
Yep, with the lake view.
Yeah. What did you think about that?
I loved it, man. I'm from California, and when I was looking to buy something even for myself out here in Vegas, I wanted something to be like a vacation home, and that was definitely it.
Yeah.
But those are at your top of the line budgets where they're $2 million. But there's a lot of places out here that you can actually find in 600, 800K, even just $1 million with lakefront homes, like Desert Shore, stuff like that. So I actually like being able to see these $2 million homes in Lake Las Vegas.
Now, you were recently in Hawaii, right?
Yes.
How was that? Because it looks like you got a tan, bro.
I loved it, man. I'm dark.
I know.
I can see myself on the screen, and yeah, definitely got burnt.
Yeah, you definitely did. That's crazy.
Yeah, did a lot of snorkeling.
Hey, did you hear about that fire in Maui? That's crazy, dude.
I just heard about it.
Yeah, I know. I was watching all the videos. Like, I thought it was just like a regular fire, but I didn't realize how bad that fire was. So I don't even know what to say. Like, I was kind of baffled about it because that's kind of like my hometown, right? Not in Maui, because I'm not from Maui. I'm actually from Oahu. But I mean, we're all connected, right? The islands and stuff like that. And it's like one of those major towns, man. I just can't believe it. It's a tourist town that really caught on fire, and I couldn't believe like how many homes actually caught on fire. I mean, just it's like
crazy.
Baffling, dude.
I mean, you got people dying, people jumping to the harbor. It's mind-blowing, definitely, especially because when I left Oahu just 2 weeks ago, I was telling my wife, and I was like, hey, the next trip, we should really go to Maui, because I feel like Maui is my favorite island every time I go to Hawaii.
Oh, really?
And now hearing this news, I'm like, I'm sad.
Yeah. Damn.
It's going to be a tough time for them to rebuild. And it kind of reminds me of, pre-COVID, I think it was 2020, maybe about January or February. Don't quote me on that. But
yeah.
Australia was on fire. The entire country. Do you remember that? They had maps of it, and everywhere in the country had brush fires. And that's what Maui's like right now.
Damn. I keep all the prayers for all those people out there. It's kind of crazy. Matter of fact, I don't know if we should do a GoFundMe. I was thinking about that, but I'm going to reach out to my boy Augie T, and then we're going to see what's up. And I'll try to have a link in the description below for a GoFundMe, so that way we can support the people out there, because they literally have nowhere to go.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's like hundreds of homes, dude, like literally caught on fire. Hundreds.
Yeah.
Like, I was watching the video. It looked like everything is demolished. It looks like a war went on, dude. Like, that's how crazy it is.
Yeah. Do they even have everything set up for emergencies like that? Like, is everyone flocking to community centers and, the schools? And
from what I heard, I guess there's like a rec center or something. I don't really know too much about it because I just started like following it. Because like I said, I thought it was just a regular like fire, but I didn't realize how bad it was.
Yeah.
So, all our thoughts and prayers to all the families out there. So what's new with you, man? You're back from Hawaii.
Yes, sir.
Right? Obviously, you were telling me you've been selling real estate while you're in Hawaii, which is really nice. That's a blessing.
It's nice. I booked my Hawaii trip like back in like April or March.
Yeah.
And I was like, we finally need a vacation for me, my wife, and my kids. And it was something that we haven't been in Hawaii since pre-COVID. We usually go once a year.
Yeah.
And so I was really excited for this trip. And the moment I landed, I opened 2 escrows.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, it's a great problem to have because you're busy. But at the same time, I'm like, damn, dude, like I'm on vacation.
That's what normally happens as an agent.
Yeah.
When you leave town, you get most busy. Like, I don't
Really?
know what it is. That happens to me all the time. And me and my wife always, joke about it. But maybe I should just leave more often, right?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. We should go on more vacations.
So for all my viewers out there, Ant is a licensed real estate agent out here in Las Vegas and also in California, correct?
Correct.
And originally you are from California.
Correct.
Okay. How long you been out here now? About 2 years? 1 year?
I would say about a year.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So what made you transition from California to here?
It's just like everybody else is trying to leave California. It's well, for me, mostly it's because I have kids. I got kids in, their preschool, kindergarten age. And so in California, the home prices are just crazy insane.
Mm-hmm.
Not only is it crazy insane, if you want to be in a good school district area, you got to have a lot of money. And so that's something that's really difficult for most normal people in California or even LA. And if you are trying to find a home there, you're getting outbid, by people outside of the country and things like that. And so it's hard to be in a good school district.
You make a good point. And I think people overlook this or don't even think about this is when you buy a property or an investment property, one of the compensating factors is probably a good school zone, right? Because number one, if you're going to rent out the property, you're probably going to end up renting it to a family. You're going to get a higher rental.
Yep.
And on the sell side, you'd probably get more of an equity position on the sell side.
Yep, it's always going up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always in demand in a good school district. And what's hard about it is I have a pretty big following on YouTube.
Yeah.
And everyone says, why are you moving to Vegas? It's the worst school districts in the nation.
Yeah.
And I was like, I looked it up, researched. I'm like, you know what? You're right. It is. Like, why would I want to move my kids here? But there's, a few good school districts here.
Yeah.
And there's a ton of really good private schools that's more affordable than LA. And so, we chose those areas where we can at least have the kids go to school. And, also in LA, when you have home values that are like close to $1 million, you still have a lot of homeless and crime right next door.
Really?
I was living in a place where, it's $1 million neighborhood, and 3 houses down, someone's house gets shot up, 5 houses down, someone gets murdered. It's on TV, yellow tape on the whole block. There's drive-bys all the time. In the summertime, every weekend, I hear gunshots.
In your neighborhood?
In my neighborhood.
Where you live?
Yep.
Damn.
And so that's where I'm just like, okay, I can't have my kids living here.
Yeah.
And
No matter how good the school districts are.
Yep. And that's everywhere in LA.
Yeah.
Anywhere. Outside, 30 minutes outside of LA, it's all like that. That was my second home I moved from in LA where there were gunshots.
Yeah.
The first time I lived in another area where it was a lot more affordable. And the moment one of the neighbors got shot in the butt, I was like, all right, we got to go.
Oh, wow.
And then we moved to a better area and even more gunshots.
So when did you buy in California? What year?
The first one, I believe, was maybe 2015.
2015? And what'd you pay for it?
Okay, so this was in the suburbs of LA, about 30 minutes out in a city called Duarte. Duarte is the neighboring city of Monrovia and Arcadia.
Okay.
Arcadia is like the place everyone wants to go to school. Like everyone there is just, the schools are amazing, teachers, and it's just really nice $2 to $3 million homes in that area.
Yeah.
And so the neighboring city, Duarte, it was affordable. We're talking about 2-bed, 1-bath, 750 square feet. That was my first home. That's tiny, smaller than an apartment, for $380,000.
Okay.
So at
And
that time,
what was your interest rate at that time?
4%.
That's not that bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what I could afford at that time as, a newlywed, stuff like that. And we lived in about 2 years. It went up $60K, sold it, and we got a house that was double the size. And that was $600,000 for a 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,300 square feet.
And what was your monthly payment on something like that?
That was also about 4% interest rate. And at that time, I think it was like $2,400 a month, not including property tax.
And how much did you put down on that?
Like 25%.
Okay, so think about this. This is what you did, and I think a lot of people need to be aware of this. You buy your first property. You know that this is going to be your starter home. You're going to scale up. You stayed in it for 2 years, and this is the key point, guys, 2 years, so that way you didn't have to pay the capital gains. You took that money, right? Obviously, $60,000, that's only 10%, but you put a little bit more down. You could have still went FHA at 5 or 3%, whatever it is, right? You could have just used that money versus doing the 20% down. But in theory, let's just say you decided that you wanted to do 10% down. Basically, you're coming out with zero out of pocket, okay?
Right.
So now you have this property. You bought what it for? 600 what?
It was about 600.
Okay, about 600.
I actually overpaid for that.
Oh, did you?
It was everyone in the neighborhood was going for 550.
Okay.
But I went over the listed price because my wife was 1 month away from giving birth.
Okay.
So it was like we had to find a place.
Is that the one with the pool and
Yes.
you had like a little casita or like a room in the back?
It was a garage that was illegally converted. to a studio.
Okay.
And
So how did you get that to be approved through financing, through the appraisal process?
nobody ever looks at that.
Oh, okay. Just asking.
So the misconception with a lot of people from out of state when they don't know California, they're like, doesn't the fire department come out there and take a look and inspect it? All these county people. No one does. The appraiser does, but they work for the bank. They're just trying to get a loan approved. They don't care about permits and stuff like that. They never ask for permits. So when I bought the place, I knew that there would be some trouble because it's an illegal conversion. And this is prior to 2020, where in California, they didn't allow ADUs yet.
Yeah.
So it was acceptable when people were doing illegal conversions.
Yeah.
They would have their moms live in the back, stuff like that, or rent it out. But most cases, it was just family. Living in California, you can't afford a home with just one generation. A lot of people are doing multi-generational family living together, and that's how they're able to afford the homes.
That's how Hawaii is.
Yeah, and that's why we have ADUs.
Yeah.
And so in 2020, they passed the law that in all of California, you can now do ADUs. One, because everyone's doing it illegally anyways. So then why not allow it and collect permit money?
Yeah.
Right. So now cities were able to get money for it, and it helped everybody add value to everybody's property. And it was just a good thing. So once it was able to get permitted, I went ahead and did that.
Yeah.
I had to knock some stuff down. The bathroom was on the wrong side of the garage, things like that, and got it redone. But it was a great move. My wife, who at that time, I wasn't even a real estate agent when I was thinking about adding value to my home.
Yeah.
My wife was thinking, why do you want to spend all this money on the house? I'm like, because it's going to add value, And so she just went along with it. She knew nothing about it. And, we actually had, so before getting it permitted, because I do YouTube and stuff, I actually converted the garage into a studio.
Yeah.
So I was doing, cooking videos throughout the pandemic and other like mukbangs and stuff like that. So I created a studio. And a month into shooting in that studio, my friend needed a place to live. And so I let my friend move in there, and I broke down the studio and never filmed in there again. And so because my friend moved in there, I didn't get the permits.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, when he moves out, I'll do the permits. I don't want to disturb him while he's living there.
Mm-hmm.
And, at some point, we ended up getting the permits. And once that was done, we sold the house. So literally when the permits were done, I sold the house a week later. And it added I sold my house for $100K over asking.
So what did you do with that? Move that money out here?
Yep.
Okay, and then you bought your third house, right?
Yep, I'm on my third house right now. This house that I have is an investment home for myself. I don't need such a big house, but I bought one because I've realized, your homes that are 300K, they don't increase that fast. There's still 300K homes here in Henderson.
Yeah.
Right. And it's been how long after everything went up in the last 2 years? And there's still 300K. Right. So when you see these 600K homes, now they're 700, 800. When you see these $1 million homes, they're like 1.3, 1.5. Some even reach 2 mil for some reason. So I've learned that your $1 million homes increase in value the most. And that's what I bought out here.
Can you speak a little bit louder? Somebody says, hey, can you crank up his mic? I can't even hear this guy.
Sorry, am I talking too sexy?
Yeah. Stop trying to be a cool dude. We know you cool.
My bad.
So obviously you're selling real estate here. Kind of what is your niche? Kind of explain to the audience. What is it that you do? Do you have a niche? Do you focus on one thing? Do you work with investors?
I have two things. One is, when I first started, it was helping first-time home buyers.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm on Instagram, I'm on YouTube, and being on social media, your following is, first-time home buyers, everyone who's in their 20s or 30s.
Yeah.
And so that was my clientele. So when I was selling in California, everyone was FHA, first-time home buyers, 3% down, helping people buy a home with $20,000.
Wow.
I helped one guy with $23,000 get a home in California. You know what I mean? And that's kind of unheard of for a lot of people. So then I had people, out in Sacramento, San Francisco reaching out to me, hey, can you do that for me out there? And I would fly out there, show about 12 homes. We'll go into escrow, show up again when I give them the keys. and done deal. And these are people who are like, hey, I can't afford a home. I can't find one. How do I get it? And somehow I make it work for them. And so I became the person who would fly all over California to help people buy homes.
Oh, wow.
So that was my first thing when I started. And then when I moved to Vegas, I was like, okay, now I need to get my license in Vegas. And I started, my following started seeing how Vegas life was through, my channel and stuff like that. And now I had people interested in that. And I started also talking about, I want to buy rentals for myself in Vegas. And then my following also wants to buy rentals in Vegas.
Yeah.
People from Canada, from East Coast, everywhere, they're reaching out to me about Vegas homes. And so now what I really specialize in is relocating.
Okay.
So right now I have 6 escrows this month, 2 in LA and 4 in Vegas. The 4 in Vegas are all from out of state.
Yeah.
None of them are from Vegas, so a lot of these people, what I'm helping is they're either moving here or they're buying vacation homes here. Because a lot of people nowadays in Vegas, they're not just coming out here once a year.
Yeah.
They're coming out here multiple times a year. There's so many events in Vegas, right? You got concerts, games, now you got F1, and it's just people are coming here like 3 to 4 times a year and they want to buy that home. So
do you think people that are kind of like sitting on the sidelines right now trying to figure out what's going on, or is it already too late to be buying a home out here in Vegas? Because like the city's just grown so fast to the point where you could possibly miss the the boom cycle. You know what I'm saying?
I think there's a different perspective for different people.
Yeah.
So in terms of locals here in Vegas, yes, they missed it. To them, it's way too expensive. And they're going to move somewhere like Texas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or somewhere further out. And so that's why most of my clients are not from Vegas. Now, the ones that are from California or from anywhere else, they're like, wow, it's so cheap here. Even though it went up $200K in the last 2 years,
Yeah.
it's still very cheap for them.
Compared to where they're coming from.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, because now I look back and I'm looking at pricing, and there was like a home in my neighborhood, during COVID, and home was $265, and I lost that deal because I wasn't gonna go $1 higher, and I couldn't get out of my head, for my house I paid $195, but then I'm paying $265 for a home across the street.
Yeah.
But now that home is worth like $465, and then I'm thinking like, okay, should I buy another home in my neighborhood? But then I'm like, dude, I don't know if I want to pay $465
I got
for
a
a home
question
in my
for you.
neighborhood. Yeah.
You're like a lot of people where
Yeah.
they don't want to pay over,
Yeah.
right? They don't want to pay any more than what is being asked. They actually want to get a deal. And so, like you said, you lost that home. Like, why was that so important to you?
I think one part of me was knowing of what that home is worth when you build it and what I paid for my home.
Yeah.
But also, the home that I was going to purchase was more for a investment property.
Right.
And, when I invest, I'm investing based upon my return on investment.
Of course.
So during that time period, my returns were like less than like 4%, right? So, to take $265,000 cash away just to make, less than 4% or 4%, whatever it was at that time, I felt like I can get better returns. And that's the only reason. But now on the equity side, right, it was like I could have made $200,000.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But that wasn't my play. My play is more of buy and hold and just cash flow properties, which I was able to accumulate a lot of properties. And trust me, when you're making $8,000 a month on just passive income,
Yeah.
I mean, it's unbelievable,
Yeah.
right? But I did take a gamble, right? Because I feel that the market should correct even further.
Yeah.
And this is just my personal opinion, and we can go all into it, but these are just theories that I have. So I'm in a position right now. I'm sitting, on cash heavy right now, and hopefully, things go my way. I can go back out into the marketplace and deploy my money.
Yeah.
Right. Another strategy is, obviously I'm trying to buy in a 20-unit apartment complex because one thing that I realized is that by having multiple properties, it becomes a headache.
Yes.
It really does, because I was able to manage about 3 properties, but then when you start getting around the 5 and 6, you start missing some payments. And I'm pretty organized. I've never missed a payment or a bill in my entire life, like never, right? And it's better to leverage out your money and to do an add value in an apartment complex. So that was kind of like, my goal, but now I'm sitting on the cash. But, if there's a great deal that comes along that makes sense, yeah, I may, pull the trigger. But I just feel like just sitting heavy on cash, because I feel like there should be some sort of a correction, because government cannot keep printing money.
Yep.
Right? Even though, rates are, going high, I feel like it can go even higher. But it's going to come to the point where people are not going to spend any money. And these are the things that I look at, okay? Vegas is really built based upon tourism. So if you look at every metropolitan area, okay, why is that city thriving? Okay, so we're thriving based upon tourism. So that's where you kind of look, because as soon as tourism starts to slow down, people start to retract.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to take a look at how many people are coming to Vegas. We're hitting over 42 million people coming to Vegas, but I was speaking to a friend of mine that works at a car rental place, right? When you come to Vegas, you got to rent a car. Wherever you travel, you want to rent a car.
Yeah.
So they were renting out about 800 cars a month.
Yeah.
Now they're down to about 300 cars a month. And this is a low budget company.
Yeah.
So people are still coming here, but now they're kind of scraping by.
Yeah.
As far as they don't want to spend as much money.
I don't know if that's the case.
Okay, tell me.
Because you got to look at a wider view of things, right? If this one guy went from 800 rentals to 300 for cars.
Well, I mean, that's
right?
that's part of the macro picture, right?
It doesn't mean tourism is going away, though.
Yeah.
There's just more opportunities to get rentals somewhere else, like Turos and other apps.
That's true. However, this is one of the biggest rental companies, right? This is not like one of those small companies. This is like one of those nationwide companies, okay? And I have a friend that works on the inside, so I kind of see the numbers of what's going on. My point is that, with credit card debt being high, right? It's been high it's ever been, right? To get a home loan, the home loan right now, your monthly payments are just like outrageous, right? People are really just not working. And my point is that people are not spending as much as money as they used to.
Yeah, because everything's expensive.
Exactly. So what happens is when you're on a certain budget, you start to retract on certain things. So the question is, okay, I make $4,000 a month. You make $4,000 a month. How much is your rents here, right? Your rents here is probably average, about $1,800.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's already almost half of your income. But then you still have to live with groceries.
Yeah.
You probably got a car note, right? Gas. I mean, you got all these expenses. So what happens is a average person takes a look at their bill and they say, what's the most important? I got to live somewhere.
Yeah.
Right? Because right now, I have clients that are looking for rental properties.
Yeah.
They're having a hard time even getting into a rental. These property managers are literally, right, picking and choosing the right tenant in place.
Yeah.
Because they want to make sure, hey, we can actually rent this thing out. We don't have any problems.
Yeah.
To get a rental right now is like literally getting a mortgage, basically. That's how hard it is, right?
Yeah.
So my point of all this is, look, the economy is going to start to retract, okay? Do I feel that people are going to start to slow down, not spend money? Yes. I mean, we already see this because if I take a look at the inventory right now, we don't have that much homes. However, we do have buyers, but I don't have a boatload of buyers. Like, I literally lost probably like 75% of my income, okay? The good news is that as an Asian, you know how we spend our money, man. We're very frugal with our shit. You know what I'm saying?
I was thinking, did you say Asian or agent? But no, yeah.
You know how Asians do it, because I'm Asian, right? I'm good with math, especially when it comes to money. But anyway, I see what's going on. But eventually, what's going to happen? Something's going to happen. So that's why, I'm kind of sitting on the sidelines. But then again, I could always be wrong because I don't have that crystal ball. And I've made a lot of mistakes during real estate. Like, a couple months ago when all this was happening, I literally was panic selling my properties.
Yeah.
I still made money, but if I just held on to them, like I probably could have made another like $40,000, $50,000, right? And there was times where I had great deals, but the fear got inside of me because I thought the market was going to swing.
Yeah.
And I probably could have like another like 800,000 in the bank, but who am I? I'm just a regular dude that just sells real estate, but I could just tell you what's going on right now, right?
The funny thing is, in the last 2 years, everyone was asking real estate agents, is the market going to crash? And every agent said, no, never, because we don't have enough inventory. And also, whatever happened in 2008, they fixed it with the regulations and it's not going to happen, right?
Yeah.
And now we're at a time where the rates are at 8% or very, very close to 8%. By the end of the year, it would get there. Yeah. And so now this discussion of, is it going to crash? Mm-hmm. Now is more likely. I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
Now,
we're past the correction period.
Well, here's the thing. I don't want to say crash because when people hear that term around crash, they think like, oh, it's fucking doom and gloom.
Yeah.
Okay. You have to ask yourself first, what is a crash, right? A crash could be 10% to you. It could be 20% to you. I feel like this market should drop at least another 20%. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Right? Because, I watch YouTube videos, but I only follow like certain people.
Yeah.
And I realize mentally, I only follow the doom and gloom shit. So if you follow the doom and gloom shit, you're going to swing one way. So that's why I say, look, I don't have a crystal ball, right? You just got to do your homework. But I just feel based upon what's going on economically at our micro level, right? Affects the macro level. And if we print more money, we have all-time high with credit card debt. If you look at the auto loan industry, they're no longer short of supplies, right? Not only that, they're talking about doing a bunch of repos on the cars because people cannot make a friggin' $900 car payment. Like, who the hell has a $900 car fucking payment, dude? That's crazy.
Every car salesman.
Oh my God. $900 for a car payment? It's like,
when I talk to car salesmen, not only do they have one of those, they have two.
You know what? I can't complain because I have a lease for my wife. It's $2,700.
Holy shit, dude. Are you serious?
I'm serious.
What kind of car is that?
What is that? I did a full video on it a long time ago.
Was that the BMW?
Yeah, that white.
$2,700 a month.
Yeah, it's $2,700 a month. She earned it, man.
What kind of BMW is this?
It's the special edition, like, what is that? The X7 or something?
Yeah, the X7?
Yeah.
$2,700 a month? Is that like zero down?
Oh, no. I put some money down.
Oh, my God, Chakits. You're out of your mind.
Dude, it's a lease. I'm writing it off. Who cares?
Yeah, but you could be writing other stuff off, too.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, dude. Whatever's. I'm pretty well off, but you know what I'm saying?
No, I get it, but that's crazy,
Well, here's the thing.
Even if I was, like, if I had $10 million in the bank, I probably still would not buy a car that was $2,700 a month.
Stop lying, bro.
Hey, like you said, we're Asian.
I understand that.
Spending $2,700 a month.
You want to know something? I guarantee if you ask your wife right now, darling, if we have $10 million in the bank, what kind of car you want to drive? Just ask her that. I guarantee she's not going to say, hey, I want a bucket.
Yeah, no, I get you.
You see what I'm saying?
But that's absurd.
Then do that, right? Find out what kind of car she wants and find out what the lease is. I guarantee it's going to be over $2,200. You see what I'm saying?
Hey, do we have any of your followers or listeners?
Yo, what's up? Vegas Coin. Vegas. We have $7.70. What is that? Super chat. I do appreciate it. When the market is trash, it will soon be king. Thank you so much. I do appreciate the $7.77.
Is that what happened right there?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's dope, right?
Thank you, guy.
Somebody says, I'm getting a car.
Yeah. Hey, me too. If anybody who's listening right now works for BMW in Las Vegas, can you guys reach out to me?
Oh, hey, I got my girl, Jackie.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I actually have a person over there. And I do a lot of business with them, actually. Yeah. And I actually get it really good pricing.
Okay. I need that number after this podcast.
Okay. So you talking all this smack and now you want to go buy a BMW?
Well, I've been in the hunt for it for the last 2 months.
Oh, really?
But I'm not trying to spend $2,700 a month, bro.
Yeah, but here's the thing. It's a different situation because
Yeah, you're balling and you want to write it off. I get it.
I got to lower the taxes. I'm not balling. I just got to lower the taxes. You know what I'm saying? I got to play the game.
Well, what you can also do is you can also donate the money to get it also written off.
I ain't donating nothing.
My
I'm
podcast
donating
that
myself.
I do, we accept donations.
Okay. No, I tell you what that I'm going to donate. I think I need to donate to, I got to find out some sort of fund. Like I said, I got to reach out to my boy Agati. He's a councilman in Hawaii. I'm going to contribute some money towards that. And also my boy Augie T, he is running for his second term. So I want to give a quick shout out to him. He does have a, what is called, not the GoFundMe page, but politicians, you give them some money so that way they can campaign. They're campaigning money. There you go. So I'll see if I can have a link in the description below. Also, I will have that in the IG account. So if you guys haven't had a chance to follow us on IG, check us out on IG. Now, where was I before I lost track?
Something about the crash.
Oh, okay. So my point is, talking about the crash, what is a crash? 10%, 20%? So my thing is 20%. And I feel like it's going to go down to 20% just because, we just don't have money to spend. Hey, check this out, man. I'm actually frugal with my money. Like I'm like penny pinching right now.
So do you really think $1 million home is going to crash to $800K? That's 20%.
I think so. Yeah. If it's 20%, yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, think about this. Like before, right? The median price point for a home was at $480, right? Now we're at $440.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a pretty large swing within a certain period of time, right?
Well, now, I think one of the reasons too is a lot of the homes that's on the market right now, a lot of them are trash.
Well, that's another thing. Okay, so we have less inventory, we have buyers, right? But certain properties are moving faster, but everybody's like, oh, I think the market is moving. It is moving, but we have less buyers, less homes. But buyers now are being more picky and choosy. Like, okay, if I spend $500,000, and if I'm paying 8%, let me look at everything at $500,000, which makes sense at this point, right? So it's like you got to work.
It's funny because when you say less buyers, but this month is the most escrows I've ever had at one time.
Maybe they're just all flocking at one time.
That's true too.
Do you see what I'm saying? So you can't just judge it off of 1 month. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, one of our sponsors, GC Credit Coaches. Give them a quick shout out for $4.99 super chat. Great show. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. Topic that's out of state buyers is the only way to do business in this market. That is correct. He's absolutely correct because I'm going to say probably 95% of my clients are actually out of state.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy if you think about that.
Yeah.
And everything is all done online. But I do have, clients that sell their homes here in Vegas. So that's kind of like my clientele as well. But majority of them is all out of state.
The ones that sell their home here, are they still living here? They're buying homes in Vegas?
Yeah, a lot of them are like scaling up.
Okay, yeah.
Also, talking about this, bro, I just ran across a new program. And I think I got to pitch this because it seems like it's pretty cool. So basically, you know how like if you have a home that you live in and you want to scale up because you are in an equity position, and sometimes that person that wants to sell that home can't buy another home because of their debt to income ratio, which means that you don't make enough money to support 2 homes. So now you're forced to sell 1 home to relieve that debt to income so that way you can buy this other home. But I found a program out there where you can actually buy a home without the contingency, and it's like a cash deal, close in 7 to 14 days, right? Then at that point, you have the opportunity to sell this home, then take this money, roll it back over here into a loan. Have you ever heard of a mortgage company like that?
No, it's normal people call it asking your mom.
Oh. No, but I literally found a mortgage company, which is, I'm about to test run it, okay? It's not an easy transaction to do, but I was so fascinated with it. I was like, oh, maybe this could work. There are some pros and cons to it. I'm going to go through this whole process with this transaction, and I'm going to update you guys on the process, and I'm going to break down how everything works because there's a lot of people in this situation, right, that we can actually make happen.
Nice.
So I'm looking to move to Las Vegas, and the homes in Summerlin are pretty good.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Very true.
Because you live in Summerlin. You're biased, that's why.
I don't tell everybody that.
Oh, am I not? Don't you live at 456
I live in Henderson.
Shining Rose? That's where you live, right?
Yes.
Yeah, check them out. Check them out. Next thing you know, all your fans are like at your door. Has that ever happened to you?
Yes, I get packages and I get people commenting my address and stuff like that.
Oh, really?
And I don't like it because I have kids.
Yeah. Huh.
So that's why I have a CCW people.
Well, here's the thing. That's what happens when you are a influencer.
Yeah. But there should be a respect level when you have kids.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
You know
And
what I mean?
you know what's cool is when people come up to you and they're like, yo, I watch your show.
Yeah.
That's big for me. Like, that probably happens like maybe twice a week for me here in Vegas. And you know what's crazy? I will go out of town. Like this last trip, I went out to Mall of America.
Yeah.
I'm sitting down at the Centrum Lounge.
Yeah.
And I'm eating, right? Just hanging out. We're just like working, just waiting for a flight.
Yeah.
This guy sits next to me, right? And he goes, yo, you're Chakits, right? I'm like, yeah, what's up? As soon as he said that, I already knew he was a fan. He goes,
Yeah.
I recognize your voice, man. And we started wrapping it up. We started talking.
Nice.
And, he's planning on possibly buying a $2 million home. So we're
That's
building that
awesome.
relationship, right? So it's cool, right? And one thing I've noticed is that people always tell me, like, how you are on video is how you are in person.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to fake the funk.
That's what YouTube is.
Yeah.
We're
it's
real
like-
people.
Yeah. And when I went to the Mall of America,
Yeah.
I was flying back. This guy was like, yo, what's up, Chakits? I was like, yo, what's going on, man?
Yeah.
He's like, yo, I watch all your videos. I appreciate everything you do. And I was like, you know what? Thanks for the love.
Yeah.
That makes me feel good. It really does,
Yeah.
man, because it makes me feel like I'm really doing something.
We're actually adding value to these people who watch
Yeah.
us. And so when I do hear, fans come up to, me as well, and they tell me the whole story about why they watch us, how it, it helped them some way. Like,
Yeah.
it means a lot.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh yeah, you watch my shit. No, like we never think of it like that. Obviously if there's like those 10 mil influencers on YouTube, they might act like that. But people like us, like when I hear those things, I'm so happy for the people who watched our stuff and it's actually helped them. That's why we're here. It's literally to help people.
Yeah.
So I love it when people come up to us and, say what's up.
You know what? I'm actually more excited than that person is. Like inside, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes are you like, so you want a picture? Because sometimes they're too scared to ask and they want one. You know what I mean?
No, I got you. I get pictures all the time. Like I have them all on my phone.
Yeah.
Which is, it's a blessing to me. So I just want to say thank you for all the love and support. Eddie Cortez says this, hey, Ant, how much are starter homes in one of the good Vegas communities? So let's just say this, okay? If you had to pick one community right now, just one community, where would you go, and why?
Probably Summerlin.
Why?
Because it's equity is always increasing there. Everyone knows that who's a local.
Mm-hmm.
Second, you got your good school districts. 3, there's still a lot of dirt there, which means there's still a lot more development. So it's unlimited potential in that area.
Yeah.
Because it's so close to the mountains and now it's going more north, like we're running out of space in the middle.
Yeah.
And so we're building more towards the mountains, we're building more north, and it's just going to keep moving that way until there's no more space.
And once there's no more space, this is what will eventually happen. All the value will be focused on the center of the strip.
Yeah.
Because now what happens is this is the play. This is the mindset. The closer I am to the strip, that's where the value is. I guarantee. So imagine this.
Yeah.
Imagine it's just like California, just gets fully populated. It gets so tight, homes over homes.
Yeah.
Now you can't go anywhere. Now it's all about location, right? Convenience. So where are the locations and convenience? 215 and the 15 where where they meet, right?
Yep. And that's another reason why Summerlin, because it's right off the 215. And some people want to be distanced from, the strip. They want to get away from it sometimes, or want to be at least 20 minutes away. You also have Chinatown where there's all the good food, which is like 10 to 15 minutes away from Summerlin. And to answer Eddie's question, you could get one for about $350 in Summerlin.
Okay, $350 in Summerlin. What the hell you buying? A townhome?
No, I just helped someone buy one for $360.
A house?
A house, 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,200 square feet.
When was this built? Like 1872?
No, it was like I don't remember.
Was it the 2000s? Yeah, it had to be the 2000s.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
So when people who are buying from out of state, our homes in California and anywhere else, New York, whatever, these homes are built in the 1950s, sometimes 1940s.
Yeah.
So people, like a person like me from California, when I hear a home is built in 2000, I'm like, great, that's awesome. But I know you locals, they're like, yeah, that's kind of old.
Yeah.
But
that's true.
That's great. 2000s, I'll take it.
Yo, VegasCoins.Vegas. Are you going to try artificial intelligence? I already use that.
Yeah.
What about you? You use that in your business?
I use it for my YouTube to get more better titles and thumbnails and things like that.
Stop telling everybody our secret, dude. Somebody says here, I prefer the Southwest. Easy access to the Strip and to the airport and new. Okay, so this person also makes a good point. She's just elaborating on what we just talked about, right? The 215 and the 15. So anywhere on the Southwest, I think that's always going to be a value play once this place gets overpopulated. I
think that's your third up and coming community in Vegas. First is your Summerlin. Second has becoming more of, I think, first is Summerlin South. Then you got Summerlin West. And now you got Southwest that's coming up because you got Durango Casino or Durango. People make fun of me when I say Durango. What is it, Chakits? You're a local.
What was that? What's your question?
Is it Durango Casino or Durango Casino?
I'm going to say Durango.
All right. So Durango Casino is being built in the Southwest.
Correct.
It's becoming your next Summerlin. They're building a downtown right across the street.
But let me correct you for a second. They're two different things. They're two different animals here because you have a master plan.
Yeah.
But then the Southwest is not a master plan. It's a bunch of neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Right? Which you have like all these little neighborhoods gated. Some are not gated, right? However, it's very highly dense.
Yeah.
You do have a lot of convenience. So like you can be in a neighborhood that's quiet, but as soon as you go out of your neighborhood, traffic.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you do have like easy access, to the freeway.
Yeah. That traffic on Rainbow is ridiculous, by the way.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Right where the Southwest is? You're talking about like Casino and 215 and it's horrible. But what I love about that area is there's that new couple streets where it's like a new Chinatown, authentic Japanese food, all the Asian food. It's awesome. I love what they're building out there.
I want to give a quick shout out to my boy, DJ Marcina. Basically, he's a DJ out here. I think he's got a residency. He lives out here in the Southwest off of Cactus. So I want to give him a quick shout out. Also, DJ, man, let's do something together, man. I want to be behind that DJ booth to see how this is. Like, yeah, this is dope.
I actually feel like you're a DJ right now. I've never been on podcasts where you're like playing all this music and stopping it real quick for breaks. And I feel like you're a DJ.
And you know what? It's so funny is when we came on the show, he's like, what are we going to talk about? I said, we're going to free flow it. So he's like, you didn't write a script? I'm like, no, we don't write scripts. We just talk.
And we haven't stopped talking since.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like this is flowing. It's working really good. What's your thoughts on Sky Canyon versus the Southwest?
Are these guys asking for primary homes or for rentals?
Oh, let's just talk about rentals. I'm sorry. No, primary. We're talking about communities. What's your thoughts on the community?
From what I hear from a lot of clients and a lot of people in the area, they love it. It's very family friendly. The homes are much cheaper and newer, so there's a lot of my clients from San Francisco move into that area.
Okay. Now, another thing is, I got a question here. Could you all explain these community taxes? So, first of all, are you asking about property taxes and how property taxes work and how they are actually allocated? Because we can literally break that down. Or are you asking with HOA fees, right, and the master plan fees, okay? Or you're talking about SIDS and LIDs as well. So we're going to cover all this, okay? And I think this is good for all the new viewers. What is a master plan community? And why is there a fee just for the master plan community? I'm asking you.
Oh, you're asking me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So a place like Summerlin has a master plan, And I believe that's like what
48 now, right?
$55.
Oh, $55 now?
Yeah, I think it's 55.
Oh, I remember it was 46.
So these communities, I think it's great. I don't want to pay it, right? Or no one wants to pay it.
Yeah.
But I think it's great because they have within the community with SUMMERLIN, you can get the SUMMERLIN ID card, and now you can access the 4 communities that they have. They have swimming pools, they have programs for your kids or for you, like yoga classes, karate classes, things like that, all free because you live in SUMMERLIN and you're paying that master plan. So you get that SUMMERLIN VIP card pretty much.
I feel that SUMMERLIN is missing this. So Mr. Howard Hughes, if you're listening to this, which is obviously he's not here.
I don't think he is.
Yeah, Mr. Howard Hughes. I think they need to build more pools,
Yeah.
rec centers out there.
Yeah.
Because they have only like these little small pools and they're kind of like in the pockets. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
It's like, come on, dude. There's like other places being built. Like, let's make these parks a lot bigger.
Well, what I love is all the new parks that they are building.
Yeah.
They're awesome.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what was my other one? HOAs. What's the difference between like an HOA versus the master plan? Because I'm sure the community that you live in, you have 2 fees. One is the master plan, and then you probably have a regular HOA, right?
Yeah. So like where I live in Henderson,
Yeah.
there are master plans somewhere, and there's also community
Somewhere.
HOAs. And so basically, you have your own little gated community, and that has its own HOA. Right. So pretty much the landscaping that has, the park that everybody shares, the sidewalks, the lights, there's things where like, it's kind of stupid where it's like, my house in front of the garage, there are lights and I can't turn them off, but they have to be on because of the community. I got to pay the bill for it. I even got to fix a light bulb if it goes out, but that's part of the HOA. So HOA takes care of the other stuff, like the lights on the street, if the road needs to be repaved, things like that. I don't know, but it takes care of the little community. Now the master plan takes care of the whole, like, it's not a city and it's not an unincorporated area. It's kind of weird in Vegas. I don't really know how to explain that, but to me, it's like a city. So there's a city HOA and there's your community HOA. And both just takes care of everything. And there's no way around it, guys. You just have to pay for it.
Here's a mystery question.
What is all this music?
Well, it's dope though, right?
Yeah, you're a DJ.
I'm a DJ. One of the fascinating things that it's kind of crazy to me is that there's some buyers that I talk to.
Some what?
Some buyers that I talk to when they're, in the process of purchasing a home.
Yeah.
And this guy makes a good point, Chester. He goes, they actually need a Trader Joe's, right, in the Southwest.
Yes, they
This
do.
has happened to me a couple times, which is kind of weird. People want to live right next to Whole Foods, Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
Why is that such a big deal?
Well, number one is if you have a Whole Foods or Trader Joe's in your area, one, there's no crime. Everyone knows that. It's a good area.
Really?
So that means that the value is more because it's just a better location. It's like saying...
and Sprouts. Don't forget Sprouts.
And Sprouts. And like, you're not going to have Chick-fil-A in the ghetto, right? You're not going to have a Sprouts or Trader Joe's in the ghetto.
Mm-hmm.
So when people see that, they know it's a good area.
Yeah.
So you don't even have to do the research. Those developers did the research for you.
Never thought about that. But damn, that place is kind of pricey though.
Trader Joe's?
All that stuff, right?
I love it.
Do you really?
I love their frozen stuff. Have you ever had their chicken masala, frozen chicken masala?
No, I just go out to eat.
So, you fucking rich fuck.
Not rich, bro.
No, so I just did this video on my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I bought this frozen birria
Yeah.
that they have at Trader Joe's, and it's a frozen pack. And so I put it into a pot and heated it up, and then I used some Korean nongshim ramen, and now I created the birria ramen from home, and it is delicious, man. My family loves it.
You know what that sounds like? Sodium like crazy. GMO.
You a health freak too?
I got to, man. I'm getting older now. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so, let's get another one. Somebody's like, oh, DJ, my man is actually getting into the game. He's finishing up his 120 hours of pre-licensing course. Damn, you know what it is? DJ's like, I think we actually sold a home to DJ, believe it or not.
Really?
I think he's one of our clients.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I could be wrong because I always forget, but I'm probably like 99.9%.
There are a lot of DJs out there.
Yeah, but no, this dude's actually pretty good. I always follow him on Instagram. DJ, you should get a guest on this show. Once he gets his license, maybe we will think about it.
Oh, so he's saying, I suck, get another guest. Is that what you're saying, DJ?
No, we gotta provide some good content here. Okay, so DJ's a cool dude. He's not offended. Okay, I don't know that came with the master plan, but that's dope. Okay, we're gonna skip that. I mean, what else have we got here? The street lights outside of the garage. Okay, well, no, HOAs are ruined. Oh, no. I'm just kind of skimming through this. Yeah. Hold on. Hey, guys. Love the conversation. I'm a realtor out in USVI.
USVI?
I'm not too sure what that is. Let us know, John. Where's that?
U.S. Virgin Islands?
Maybe. I don't know.
That'd be sick. Hey, can we buy a vacation home out there?
Terrence Lau says this. it says I'm on 2 HOA boards and both presidents role. Okay, so he's a president. Matter of fact, I used to be on the board of my HOA and was a president at one point, but I didn't want to take responsibility. So I realized this was just not for me because I'm busy. But however, this is not because I want to, but because of the bad financial decisions.
Yes,
that's true.
The best way to control the HOA is by you joining the board.
Okay. And it says there's no good deed unpunished. Okay. Yeah, you're right. The U.S. Virgin Islands. You are correct. So thank you so much. I really do appreciate that feedback. If you guys have any more questions, just go ahead and comment below. We have about 6 minutes as we start to wrap this up.
Wow,
I know. See, that's what happens when you're having fun. Now, you mentioned that you do have a podcast, which is I've seen it a couple times. And I was actually kind of offended where I tried to get on your podcast and you're like, no, I don't want you on my podcast. I already have another realtor and a lender, so you can't come on. I'm like, dude, what are you talking about?
No, I didn't say that. You're putting words in my mouth.
I am, but go ahead.
No, so what I said was I haven't had realtors go on my podcast just yet. We're talking more to lenders and people who have started up businesses that are very successful right now. So my next guest is going to be, I don't want to say it yet, but this guy he's making $100 million a year, you know.
$100 million a year?
$100 million
Does he have a real estate agent?
I'm hoping it's going to be me, but he's a restaurant newer. So
really?
He's got a lot of restaurants, talking about like Venetian, places in Chinatown, stuff like that, all over the nation.
Dope.
So, those are the kind of people we have. The podcast is called Next Win, meaning that we're here to help people get the next win in their life.
Oh, that's dope.
Whether it's the next win on your house, meaning you're getting a good deal and you can have this new direction for your house, this new life, or if you're starting a new business or an investment, and we're just here to help give you that advice to get to that next win in your life.
Okay, so you're always bringing on entrepreneurs.
Pretty much.
But it sounds like you have a co-host that is a lender.
No, he's a special guest that just
he's not even
to always be on.
Oh, yeah. So he's not even a co-host?
No, he's not.
That's messed up, bro.
My co-host is someone else who knows a lot about videos, and he's like everyone else who is trying to buy a home. And I love his angle on the podcast because he gets to be like everybody and ask those same questions. Because I don't want to get too technical. Like you and me, we get very technical with things, and a lot of people start to not understand it. So I like having someone who's just more normal, who can.
So I'm not normal.
Back. No, you're not. You're a weirdo.
Leo says, I need help for my next win. So, look. Yeah. Now, you are on social media. You're big on YouTube. What's a YouTube channel?
All right, guys. YouTube is Ma Family Official. Ma as in like mama. Ma Family Official. That's our YouTube. That's where we do vlogs. Then we have the Next Win podcast on YouTube as well.
Okay.
On IG, we have the Next Win podcast on IG. And we have Aunt Ma on IG as well.
Spell that out for the viewers.
_ANTMA.
All right, my man. And I really do appreciate you coming on out here and taking the time, and hopefully let's do another collaboration together. Yep. Now, guys, if you guys haven't had a chance to subscribe to this channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Also, check out our second channel too as well. We just talk about real estate life and just just showing you what we're doing on a daily basis. We're in the grind. We're in the mix. We're working hard too as well. So, all right, guys. Oh, real quick, we do have a special guest coming on next week, I believe. Credit coaches, and basically, if your credit just sucks, right? Think you can't get a home, right? We're gonna show you exactly how to build your credit so that way you can get the best rates right now. That's right. There's so much we have to offer with this special guest coming on, so stay tuned till next week. Other than that, until next time, I'm Chakits, guys.